Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stu Method, the S2 Method. We're going to do a tactical workout today. I'm going to film. I'm in the last sets of a circuit that I'm doing today. And tactical is a word that is just way too often used these days. And I'll tell you what it means to me, which is a lot of things, and that's what makes it so great. First of all, tactically should infer smart, intelligent workout design. I don't want to ever train during the course of a day that I'm so beat up that tomorrow or today I can't fight to save my life or the lives of those that I love. I can't be deployed. I can't take advantage of this skill set that I've been trying to accumulate, both mindset and physical skill set. So always keep that in the back of your mind. Tactical fitness should also encompass a lot of different multi-dimensional components to fitness. I know that's a mouthful, but GPP is 10 dimensions of fitness, not one or two. It's not just about being strong. It's about cardio, muscle endurance, strength development, not just in terms of general strength, but speed strength, strength endurance, your balance, body composition, flexibility, a lot of different things that come into play with general physical preparedness. With that being said, if we're talking about a tactical workout, everyone must hinge, everyone must squat, everyone must lunge, everyone must push, must pull, must throw, must carry. If we look at those things, and you will see the design that I'm doing today is all of that and then some. If we encompass those things, man, you've got the best tactical workout in the world. And I'll talk about it as I'm going through it, different ways that you could approach it. Last but not least, there are multiple energy systems. I don't just want to be in the anaerobic zone. I don't want my body just sucking up and learning how to use only lactic acid. I want to be oxidative as well and increase cardiovascular benefits on top of my anaerobic benefits. So with that being said, I'm going to start going through the last sets. I think I've done 6 total sets today, starting light and working up to top sets. So first thing I'm going to do is slide down here and hit a little floor press. But the way I do it is also tactical because I want to train the way I'm going to fight. And as we get into this, you will start to see how I am able to take certain exercises and interject a certain sense of a martial practice. So the first thing we're going to do is come down to the floor for a floor press, but I'm going to do this a little different. Instead of relaxing and putting my shoulders square on the floor where I never want to be in a fight, I'm going to put a glute bridge with this, and it looks something like this. Again, I'm wearing wrist wraps. I've talked about those before. Take care of your wrists, take care of your body. It's the only one you got. So I'm going to use my hip and upper body at the same time. Just like I would if I were shrimping. The only difference is, obviously, I am not moving my hip off to the side as I would into a shrimp. But again, I am thinking, driving the hip. And that's a little top set I'm doing today. From here, and that's also my push. Now that's an upper body push. The push for a lower body could be a squat, a landmine squat, a goblet squat, and a pull. Obviously, if we want to turn this around, and the legs would be your deadlift, RDL, sumos. Now I'm going to go pull up. Now I'm going to do this last set overhanded. I go between supinated and pronated. I want both grips practiced, and I also change the width. I really only do these from a dead hang position. I don't want any extra help So I don't want to cheat these. I want them to be as pretty as I can get them. And make sure that if I am getting better at them, it's an honest approach. I'm not cheating my way through reps and thinking I'm getting stronger. And I'm just going to hit one more. Awesome. And you just can't get enough of pull-up training. So that was a top set of 5. Again, I've done 7 sets. I think I did a top set today with those on my 4th set at about 12 reps. Now, as I come through, I'm going to do a little heavy bag training, but I hit the bag really hard the other day, and I just got back into doing some heavy bag training. Something you have to be thinking about, again, when we're talking about tactical fitness, is the mindset. I think about it like farmer strong, and I'll show you a couple other ways to think about that as we go outside. But farmers are working hard and smart. I want to get strong, but I've got to be able to display that strength on a daily basis. If we are heavy, if we're hitting the heavy bag and you're not used to it, your connective tissue will not adapt. You're just going to get injured. So one of the things that I'm thinking about in my workout design is, what did I do yesterday? Well, I did a lot of legs yesterday. I'm doing some legs today, but I'm doing it differently. I want to attack the body parts a little bit differently. This is an approach I'm going to show you today that you can work with or without a heavy bag, and it really starts with footwork. And as I get into this, I'm going to show you how one practice where I am learning how to fight empty-handed also translates into how I would manipulate a firearm. It's one principle in one way of fighting, one way of thinking. I don't want an approach to empty hand that's different from the way I would fight with a knife, different than the way I would fight with a primary weapon, such as a rifle or a secondary handgun. So with that being said, today I'm just playing a lot with footwork and learning how to ground my body down into the floor, and now working a frame, which you will see when I start picking up the rifle and the handgun, all are one thing. So my elbows are in and down, protecting the rib cage. The hand is up. This toe in my front foot is acting like the front sight post of a handgun or a rifle. So as opposed to moving the front sight post, then my foot, if I'm moving into a room, I want to move my foot towards the target and punch the gun onto the target. I don't want my feet going this way and the firearm going this way. This is bad practice. So with that being said, one of the things that I want to play with is always having this toe towards the center of the heavy bag wherever I may go. I'm sliding to the left, that foot goes first. If I'm coming back to the right, I don't want to cross that foot. I want to slide right and then move. So this little practice that I was doing today looks something like this. So I'm starting with some distance. I'm going to come in, front kick, jab, cross. The next closest part of my body, elbow, elbow, and that's right, head, shoulder, and as I come around, the thumb is in the back occipital notch. And I'm going to take it and pull it, and what's the next thing I've got? That's right, knee, I T-band, quadricep. From here, my hands come back in front of the face. I push away, side kick, and now I'm ready for another one. So very, very slowly, and that's all I'm playing with is framing, thinking good defense, and what are my body parts? What are the closest thing to the enemy that I can start to hit him with? Right now, it's that foot. Front kick, knee or quad, jab. See how as I crouch the space? Cross, elbow, elbow, head, shoulder. Now I take that thumb, pull it in, take my head, drive it into the bag, because I want that head in his jawbone. I want to lift his fucking feet off the ground from the occipital notch, then drive it into him and not back away. Hands go into the face. I push away, side kick, transition. Now, with that being said, I was talking a lot about framing and footwork, where your feet are. Talking about that in resistance training all the time. Most people don't have a concept of being rooted into the floor. If you look at how I would be in a high ready position with this firearm and how I would be in a fighting stance, they're one and the same. There is no difference. High ready and or Sul, where I can just pop that firearm up and punch it into place. So Sul position here, into position, high ready, right? But if you look, once again, it's the same thing. I want my elbows in and down, high ready, Sul, same with a rifle. And yes, I am never further than about 5 feet from an AR platform. I just feel lost without it. But once again, starting with the feet, if I want to shoot something this way, I need to turn my body towards it. If I'm moving, my toe is directing my body. In sword work, you see this all the time, practice, where my toes, my feet are turning my body. Not my head, not my hip, my feet are moving. So once again, if you look at a low ready position, this hand and this hand coming up into the target is no different than empty hand or even with a knife. So something to think about as you start to practice with your heavy bag. It's not about just getting cardio. It's about footwork. It's about understanding how to get straight punches so that your hand, wrist, elbows all intersect at the same time. And at the end of the day, if you don't have a bag, you can start to work Makawari. I don't have one, but you can take a pad, put it on a wall, and just start punching to learn the solid dynamics of striking. So now, let's take this fucker outside. Woo! So fun. It's kind of cold today, but I love it. So again, I'm always thinking farmer strong. I want to be working smart. So I want to make sure my form and function is always priority. Now, I'm getting ready to do a little sandbag throw. You heard me say earlier, we must hinge, we must squat, we must lunge, we must push, we must pull, we must throw, we must carry. I'm going to do 2 kinds of throws today, sagittal plane, and then this one is going to be transverse. So this one, I'm going to load the sandbag up, use good mechanics, pull myself into position, chase the bag. And again, thinking farmer strong. By the time I get down there, this is going to suck. I'm going to be a little hot and puffy. When I get down there, I'm going to take a little break. And I'm not going to come back. I'm going to change direction. I'm not going to come back until I feel like I can do the exercise with proper form. Again, I'm not trying to win a CrossFit competition. I'm thinking about how can I get better? How can I get stronger? How can I do it again tomorrow? Now I'm going to Zercher lunge. Once again, we must lunge. People ask me all the time, what's my favorite ab exercise? And as soon as they say it, I realize they don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about. It's about core. And core means your lower back and abdominals and all the little muscles inside. Diaphragm, multifidus, interior oblique, all working, and especially the lower back. Woo! So now I got 2 more. I'm going to do a wheelbarrow. We must carry all the way down. Then I'm going to walk back. And again, I'm going to use perceived exertion. Right now I'm at about 8.5. I'm going to wait till I get a 6. If you don't understand perceived exertion, go back and look at some old videos. It's the best way to train. I'm almost there. I'm going to take it down. I'll probably be at about a 9 when I get there. I'm going to take a break, bring it back, and I'll have one more exercise. Again, how I'm picking it up. If you're getting farmer strong and you get hurt, it's hard to farm the next day. So how you are moving, what you are doing, pay the fuck attention. I'm also really focusing on how my feet are striking the ground, paying uber attention to making sure heel to toe. Again, high heart rate. I'm gonna let it come down. The air is chilly this morning, and we got a shit ton of pollen, which has been a pain in the ass during this COVID thing. Because every day you get up, you're like, Now I'm coming backwards. Again, I'm organized like I'm deadlifting. Now I'm gonna pull it back and carry. Again, just different ways, different dimensions. Frontal plane, sagittal plane, transverse, anaerobic, aerobic, muscle endurance, strength, mind, body, tactical, farmer strong, motherfucker. One more. I'm going to finish this design with a kettlebell snatch. I did 6 exercises, which can be a lot. You could just do 2, just do 3. It's up to you. I wanted to play with a lot of different movement today. But like I say, as long as you take that workout design, hinge, squat, lunge, push, pull, throw, carry, you'll find that some of these exercises that I'm doing have all those components inside of it. So you can do bigger, more comprehensive exercises that cover all those things and not have to do so many. So last exercise, little kettlebell snatch. Remember, always incorporate this free hand. Don't let anything take a nap. Everybody has to work on the farm, including the hand not working. Yeah.